Hello, good evening and welcome to the programme.
Here's a look at tonight's main stories. As fans young and old prepare for England's big World Cup kick-off tonight, how our hospitality venues are hoping for a big boost in business.
We can host up to 1,200 people. We want people to create wonderful memories and bring all the communities together and enjoy this lovely space.
But with so many late-night matches, there's a warning too from police.
If you're going to drive the next day, just consider whether you are still over the limit, because I wouldn't want anyone, to fall foul of that and lose their licence.
We'll have the rest of the region's news and sport.
And is this England's most dedicated fan? Ian has seen more than 100 games in over 40 countries, but today he's had to work. You've probably gathered there's a bit of a theme tonight. Hello from Tanya and me and welcome to the programme.
And starting with that theme, as excitement builds for England's first match in the Men's Football World Cup, the region is preparing to get behind the team.
Oh yeah, they kick off in Dallas in just under 3 hours' time against Croatia, and venues right here in the east are hoping for a big financial boost as they welcome in the fans.
Meanwhile, our police forces are stepping up operations and urging people to behave responsibly. Sarah Cooper has been looking at the preparations and speaking to fans of all ages.
England! England! Lining up for the World Cup at Thrapston Primary School. And a late kick-off, the perfect excuse to stay up late on a school night.
I normally go to bed at 8:30, but my parents have let me stay up because it's an England game and it's one of the world's biggest tournaments.
I'll be a bit tired in the morning, but not that tired.
They're quite a strong team, but this World Cup they haven't brought up some of the right players.
I'm going to ask when I get home to see if I can stay up.
I would like to watch it because I would know who would win and who would not win.
England not winning it. I think they'll get close, but I think quarterfinals, that's where they're going to lose.
No, Austria's and Jordan are either in Argentina's.
Tonight's 9 o'clock kick-off is probably past their bedtime, but they'll worry about that in the morning.
I think we might have a few tired children, maybe a couple of yawns and falling asleep on the tables, but we'll get through.
It'll be a busy night in hospitality too, but bars and pubs are hoping it'll be good for business.
It certainly looks that way, with pub bookings said to be up by almost 300% and an extra 5 million pints expected to be pulled for tonight's match.
The Willow Cafe in Peterborough's Central Park serves tea and coffee by day and now World Cup football by night.
We can host up to 1,200 people. That includes the team on site. We want to be a family-friendly, safe, secure zone. We want to be really, really nice. We want people to create wonderful memories and bring all the communities together and enjoy this lovely space. From a business point of view, we want England to go all the way to the final. I just want Scotland to get out of the group.
And the police want everybody to stay safe and enjoy the tournament responsibly.
Obviously, some of the kick-offs are quite late, quite in the early hours of the morning. I think people just have to be mindful of that residual effect of alcohol remaining in your system. If you're going to drive the next day, just consider whether you are still over the limit, because I wouldn't want anyone, to fall foul of that and lose their licence as a consequence of a poor decision at that time.
It looks like football fever is already sweeping across Northamptonshire in unusual ways. England striker Ivan Toney's had a local bus route named after him. And singer-songwriter Maddox Jones from Northampton is hoping fans will be singing his song this year.
This time I wanted to write like a more anthemic, emotional track that made people feel hopeful, and because I think football, it brings people together, music brings people together as well, so it just goes hand in hand really.
He's not the only one hoping football's coming home after now 60 years of hurt, and the countdown to kick-off continues. Sarah Cooper, ITV News.
It certainly does. And that song's catchy, isn't it? Well, Sophie Wiggins is at Unity Place in Milton Keynes. Sophie, good evening. It's one of the region's largest fan zones. It looks a bit quiet, I have to say, at the moment, but it's the lull before the storm, Sophie.
Absolutely it is. As you say, it's a little bit quiet at the moment, but they have sold out 350 free tickets for this event so far. And I mean, take a look over there because people are already getting warmed up with the Portugal versus Congo game. And look at this setup. I mean, we've got the food market behind us, we've got the bar over here, and take a look at this humongous screen. Now, this is actually the biggest live sports screen in the whole of the city right now. So this really is the place to be. And they're kind of using the motto, swap the sofa for the big screen at the moment. They're saying, of course, you could go and watch the game at home, but why not come somewhere like this and enjoy it with everyone, experience the highs and lows of England playing together and ride that emotional roller coaster together. And I think that's what people here are going to be doing tonight. But before the rest of the fans flood in, let's quickly go and speak to Megan, who's one of the organisers. Thank you for joining us, Megan. Now, what kind of boost does an event like this give to venues, especially if England continues to do well?
It really gives us an opportunity to put Unity Place on the map and introduce us to so many new people that wouldn't know that we were here before.
Yeah, and the preparation for an event like this must be huge.
It is. It requires all areas of the building to pull together to kind of show off all of the things that we can do, and it is a real team effort.
Now, football really does have a way of bringing people together. Why was it so important to put on an event like this so that people don't just watch at home?
So the building itself is designed to be a real hub and a community centre to bring all of the community together, and it unites the nation in the way that football does, so it's a great opportunity for us.
A really great opportunity, and of course, before soon, in about an hour, this place is going to be absolutely packed full of fans, just like a lot of venues across our region, and they'll all be hoping that England can give them something to celebrate tonight, and I hope so too.
Sophie, we are all hoping that up and down the land. Thank you, and well done as well. You got the assignment today, wearing the right colours, red and white.
Yeah, very
well done,
patriotic.
superb. And we know that place is quiet now, isn't it? But it's going to be busy later.
It's going to be heaving. And actually, there's something lovely about watching surrounded by everyone, you just get into the mood. Yeah. That's going to be buzzing later.
And even if you think, well, shall we go? You're going to go, aren't you? Because you're going to go and have a good time. As you say, being among other fans, because it really does build with the atmosphere.
It's going to be.
As long as they don't throw the beer all over you.
As long as they do well, that's the other thing.
Well, we're going to do well, yeah. We're still group stage.
Well, just a reminder, in case you needed it, that you can watch the whole match live right here on ITV1. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock.
Right, some more of your day's news now. Police are investigating whether 2 ram raids in Cambridgeshire in the past 2 days are connected. This morning, a stolen telehandler and 2 other vehicles were used to remove a cash machine from Asda on Ness Road in Burwell. Tens of thousands of pounds were taken from a nationwide branch in Ramsey yesterday using similar equipment. Police say they're looking into whether the raids are linked.
A man from Northampton has been jailed for 7 years after raping a woman at a hotel in Suffolk. Liam Blanchfield physically and verbally assaulted the woman in Ipswich in June last year. The 25-year-old was also given an indefinite restraining order at his sentencing at Northampton Crown Court.
A woman from Milton Keynes has been jailed for 1 year and 9 months after admitting assaulting a young baby girl. Aylesbury Crown Court heard that 58-year-old Romana Potamoody repeatedly hurt the baby in November last year. She was arrested after the girl's family reported the abuse. A detective at Thames Valley Police said that the child did not suffer any injuries.
Bedford and Stevenage railway stations are in the top 10 places for accidents. CCTV shows people trying to get through train doors as they're closing and carrying too many suitcases up escalators only to fall down them. GTR has released these pictures as it launches its summer safety campaign.
Dear.
Be careful.
Especially this time of year where people starting to go on holiday. Yeah. Just take one at a time, leave it down for someone else. Well, next, the cause for employers to hire more people with learning difficulties.
A survey by MenCap, the charity that supports people with additional needs, found that 43% of businesses in the east of England don't have any on their staff.
Well, they found that despite this, 81% of employers in our region said they believed that people with a learning difficulty can be productive in work. 21% said they didn't know what adjustments to make, and 31% cited health and safety concerns as a barrier.
Well, joining us is Jackie O'Sullivan, Director of Strategy and Influence at MenCap. Now, Jackie, thank you for your time. Your research shows that employers do want to recruit people with learning disabilities, but are scared to do so. Why is this?
So that's a really good question. So, I mean, the good news is that 81% of employers in the East of England do want to employ more people with a learning disability. Yet, actually, only 43% of them do. So we dug into that. That's quite interesting. The will is there. It's just what is the barrier that's stopping them? And we found that around 30% are worried about health and safety. Around 30% are worried around using the wrong language and saying the wrong thing and getting it wrong. And then about a fifth are worried about what reasonable adjustments need to be made. And that's actually good news because all of those things can be quite easily addressed. So in terms of the reasonable adjustments, especially for people with a learning disability, that's not expensive, it's not difficult. It's actually just asking people what they need, what they want, and then responding to that. So that's one thing that's quite easy to address. In terms of saying the wrong thing and health and safety, those are obviously things that people need to be mindful of, but it shouldn't be a barrier. People with a learning disability really, they want to work and they don't really want language getting in the way of that or concerns about things like that. So all of these things are surmountable. It's just that employers need the confidence to be able to do it.
Well, that is certainly reassuring for employers who are worried. Tell us what people with learning disabilities bring to the workplace.
Oh, a huge amount. And that's what our research brought out, that the employers that do employ people with a learning disability, they know they make great employees, they're very productive, they're very loyal, and they make great colleagues as well. And they can do a variety of jobs. And at times when we really struggle to recruit people, particularly into those entry-level roles, maybe roles that require a degree of repetitive activity or can be quite manual, then employers are quite often struggling. So we have a market of people that are really enthusiastic about working, really want to work, and they could be easily matched into those jobs that employers are really struggling to fill.
Brilliant stuff. Jackie, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. It is, I can see it, 30 minutes past 6. Thanks for joining Tanya Mee. Still to come. Dramatic.
The young rugby players looking forward to their own big moment at Twickenham at the weekend.
Perfect. Running out of space, the dedicated England football fan has turned himself into a human passport.
And it's humid. It's certainly getting hot as well, but just how hot is it going to get? Well, I'll have all the details coming up shortly.
Yeah, that does look humid now. Lots of excitement about the Football World Cup, of course, but we've got a big rugby weekend coming up too. Northampton's Shoe Army have been snapping up tickets, with thousands of fans expected to pack out Twickenham on Saturday. Saints chase a third Premiership title against Exeter Chiefs. The players are expecting a tough contest.
We're expecting a close game in terms of just battling for every inch in terms of ruck, maul, scrum. And yeah, we're looking forward to that and relishing that.
Well, as the excitement builds for Saints fans ahead of that Twickenham final, some young rugby players from our region will also be heading to the match as VIP guests.
Too bad, is it? Old Northamptonians under-12 girls will get to parade in the stadium at half-time on Saturday after their victory in the Area Defender Rising Stars Cup.
Well, Stuart Leith is at their ground in Northampton for us now. Good evening, Stuart. It sounds like it'll be an exciting trip for them.
Yes, there is more to life than football. There's rugby as well, and when Saints take on Exeter in that Premiership final at Twickenham on Saturday, the under-12s girls team of the old Northamptonians will be there to cheer them on by virtue of that victory in the Rising Stars Cup, and they will also get, very excitingly, to do a parade around the pitch to celebrate. And I can speak to Sammy, who is the head coach. Sammy, just tell me a little bit about the programme you have to bring girls into rugby.
Well, girls start here the same as the lads, so they start at 5 years old. That continues until they're 11, and at that point then they come through to us at under 12s, then at under 14s, under 16s, under 18s, and then on to the ladies section.
And how important is it to bring girls into the sport of rugby?
Well, rugby gives you confidence, it gives you an awareness of how people work. It's all about teamwork, and girls need to have that, and actually girls really want that, they relish that, and I think it's pretty groundbreaking. It gives them confidence in what they're doing in everyday life, and you can see it in the girls today, how well they're doing. Yeah.
And what does it mean to the squad to be taking them to Twickenham on Saturday?
Well, I mean, the fact that we actually won this cup was pretty amazing. Like, the Saints managed to get the Defender Cup. They're the only club in the country, to my knowledge, that have had this Defender Cup for the girls. We won it. We got the free tickets to the Gallagher Cup final, which is pretty cool. And then last week to find out that Saints won. The girls are massive Saints supporters, Loughborough Lightning. Parents are excited. The girls are just absolutely stoked to be on the pitch.
Sammy, thank you very much. And let me just go and find 3 of the under-12 girls here. Liv, just tell me how excited you are to go to Twickenham.
I'm really excited because it's a great opportunity to walk around the Twickenham pitch, and I think everybody will just love it as we've won the Defender Cup.
We've got Bella as well. Bella, same question.
Yeah, I'm also really excited. Like Liv said, it's just such a great opportunity for us girls to win the cup and also go support our favourite team.
And Betsy, how excited are you?
I'm really excited because this is a one-time opportunity for most girls at this club, and yeah, it'll just bring so much memories to the club.
And one last question, who's going to win on Saturday? Well, there you go. But I think whatever the outcome, it's going to be a fantastic day for these young girls. And by virtue of that victory in the Rising Stars Cup, these young old Northamptonians are already winners.
Absolutely, that's brilliant, Stu. I think they're going to have a brilliant time. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Stu.
And
Don't pick too soon.
He's right. It's not all about football, not just about football.
Absolutely not. And they're going to be, I mean, what a great thrill, an honour.
Yes.
Well, the Saints should be honoured, but they're there. Well, Twickenham awaits for the girls then, and London's also calling for a very special fundraiser, or group of fundraisers who are going to be heading to this year's Daily Mirror Pride of Britain Awards.
Yeah, there's really no programme like it. First televised here on ITV 26 years ago. It's celebrated unsung heroes ever since, and we want you to shine a light on those who really deserve it.
Yeah, in a moment we're going to show you how to nominate, but first a reminder from me and Becky about just how special the event really is. It's the night when extraordinary people are thanked for their extraordinary contribution, owning the red carpet with an array of celebrities who come to pay their own tributes.
Among them, fundraisers who don't seek the limelight but are rightly given the credit they deserve on a national stage. Co-host Carol Vorderman has nothing but admiration for the nominees.
It isn't necessarily about how much money they've raised, but they get out there and they do it, and they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again. Some over decades, some for a particular project. But the thing is, it's never for them. You know, when we live in quite a sort of greedy world, there isn't a cell of greed inside them. And again, that inspires us to want them to do more.
So if you know an individual or group whose selfless fundraising work has changed lives for the better, now's the time to let us know.
To nominate, all you have to do is go to itv.com/Pride of Britain. That's all one word. You can nominate individuals or groups, but only one person plus a guest can attend the Pride of Britain Awards in London.
Nominees must be aged 18 or over and be available to be filmed and have their fundraising story told on ITV Regional News. Complete the nomination form and tell us why your nominee or nominees deserve this award. If you are under the age of 18, please get permission from a parent or guardian before you nominate. Nominations close Sunday the 2nd of August 2026 at 11:59 p.m. For T's and C's and privacy notice, visit itv.com/terms.
OK, the ITV Evening News is at 6:30. Here's Gamal.
Coming up, it begins. Excitement builds to fever pitch for England's World Cup opener. The fans and the players ready themselves for tonight's game against Croatia. The government today confirms a full apology is coming for survivors of the forced adoption scandal. And Jeremy Clarkson reveals he has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Join me for those stories and more at 6:30.
We'll see you then. Right, did anyone mention there's a football match on tonight? We're going to return to that for a minute to meet one of the biggest England fans out there.
Yes, Ian Odgers from Dereham in Norfolk has watched them all over the world. He's only missed a handful of games in the last 17 years. But today, disaster has struck because he's got to work.
Oh dear. So the grandfather is heading out to America next week and somewhat optimistically, he's already booked his flight for the final. Rob Setchell's been to see him.
By day, he works at a plastics firm in Thetford, but no high-vis can hide Ian's true passion.
It's coming home.
Tonight is a rare England game where the grandfather won't be in the stands. He had to work. But then he's heading straight back to America, as dedicated as he is hopeful.
I've taken a punt on us winning the group, so I fly to Atlanta, a couple of days there, Atlanta on to Mexico City, where I want to be for 4 days, fly back. And then, ever the optimist, I've booked flights already for the semi-final with accommodation and the final. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy 4 weeks.
Ian's missed just a handful of England games in the last 17 years. He spent tens of thousands of pounds, watched them in more than 40 countries, so many that he's running out of arm space for his tattooed passport stamp memories.
Well, that one's Russia. That's for the World Cup. I had 8 of those because I went in and out 4 times.
The 57-year-old is what's known as a top capper, so he gets priority tickets.
It's the first thing that goes in my calendar every year, so everything gets sort of booked around it. That throws in its own challenges, and the international window, as it's called, clashes with my wife's 60th birthday next year. But she knows sort of we can celebrate later or earlier.
What, the football's winning?
The football's winning, yeah. It has to. It has to.
As well as the most understanding wife in the world, Ian's also got 6 children. His son works with him. He's named Brandon Anfield Odgers, but he doesn't really like football. Lots of the office do, though, and they describe Ian's hobby as
crazy, but, you know, good on him. I love to hear the stories. Keeps us entertained.
Not a lot of people are that committed to the cause, and Ian is definitely one of those.
Somebody said to me last week, what's it like for England to win, the buzz, the vibe that you get? And I described it as it's an adult version of waking up on Christmas Day and thinking that Father Christmas has been. That's the only way you can describe it, you know, the buzz you get from it is just something else, yeah.
Let's hope Father Christmas turns up in America.
Yep.
Ian was born a couple of years after England's sole World Cup win. He's determined he will see the second. And while in body he's been at his desk today, in spirit he's already in America, dreaming that maybe, just maybe, this could be the one. Rob Setchell, ITV News, Thetford.
There are fans, and then there's him.
Incredible. And I mean, goodness, those tattoos are amazing. So
yeah, incredible. Well, the air miles that man must have is remarkable.
Yeah, it's true. Now, we've heard what the adults are thinking ahead of tonight's match, but as the saying goes, out of the mouths of babes.
Oh yeah, let's check back in with the kids at Thrapston Primary in Northamptonshire to get their predictions for tonight.
I think England will win against Croatia 1-0.
I think that will draw 1-1 against Croatia. England v Croatia, I think England will win 2-1.
I think England versus Croatia will be 2-0 to England.
I think England's going to win 2-1.
I think England is going to win it about 1-0 maybe.
Everyone loves that music. You can find out which of them was right here on ITV1. Coverage starts at 8.
Will they do it?
Yes.
Oh, we shall see. What they will be grateful of is air conditioning, perhaps, in Dallas tonight.
They are very lucky tonight. They are in an air-conditioned stadium. It is hot and it is humid, not only here, but over there. Should we just take a look at the forecast? This is at 9 p.m, 32 degrees. Now, I just want to tell you that today's humidity in the UK was 70 degrees. I think we'll all agree it's really quite close and humid. Yeah. It's 70%. It's 90% over in Texas. So for those that may be doing a quick trip, by the time they land, they're still going to be in relatively warm weather. Yeah. But it is getting a little hotter. The main difference really with this hot spell of weather compared to the last one we had, those overnight temperatures really, it's going to be tricky to sleep. It's also quite humid. You've felt it today. My hair has shown you today just how humid it is wonderful. As well. Yeah. The hot weather is, though, here to stay. There's still plenty of details, though, to get through in the forecast.
Greater Anglia sponsors ITV Anglia Weather.
Yes, well, you will have certainly noticed just how humid, how close, how muggy it feels out there today, and the humidity a key feature of the weather over the next few days. Now, there'll always be some bright and sunny spells around, and we'll have fairly brisk southwesterly breeze as well, and overall it's mostly dry. And I say mostly dry because with this type of air mass, there's always the possibility of one or two thundery downpours. But let's just take a look at the bigger picture, the pressure pattern. Where's all of the heat coming from? Well, it's coming from the continent. Some very hot weather building across there at the moment. We're going to start to tap into that over the next few days. High 20s or possibly even 30 or 31 degrees Celsius. But you'll also notice some blues on the charts here. Now, these are thundery downpours. The location not to be taken too literally, but with this type of air mass, thundery weather is always possible through the evening. As for the rest of this evening, still one or two lingering showers around, but overall a dry night to come, and temperatures by tomorrow morning only dropping back to around 16 degrees Celsius. If last night was uncomfortable, another uncomfortable night's sleep to come. Now, temperatures rapidly climbing through Thursday. Always a little bit of cloud around. The breeze will pick up through the day as well. But into the afternoon, those maximum temperatures easily getting into the high 20s, highs of around 28, 29 degrees Celsius. And it's not out of the realms of possibility that we could get up to 30 degrees in one or two spots. Now, as we head through Thursday evening, overall, at the moment, we're expecting a dry evening, but this is how it's looking on Friday. The main difference is that there's lots of sunshine around. It is going to be another hot day. We still have some brisk southwesterly winds as well, with maximum temperatures of around 27 degrees Celsius. And then as we head into the weekend, it remains dry, it remains hot, and that dry weather lasting through to Monday. Coming up next, the pollen forecast.
Greater Anglia sponsors ITV Anglia Weather.
Making the most of summer. Piri sponsors ITV Pollen Count.
Well, we certainly are at the peak of the grass pollen season. A tricky few days for hay fever sufferers ahead. The pollen count is going to remain very high as we head through the next few days, and that pattern will continue from Sunday onwards.
So great weather tomorrow night to be in a beer garden to celebrate England's win tonight.
That's perfect. There we go. You heard it here first.
It's like we've planned it.
Fingers crossed. Have a lovely evening.
Take care. Bye-bye.